7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and answer your questions. It's a lot of fun. If you've never been here before, welcome. And let me go ahead and see. I'm going to see if I can pull up you guys on YouTube on the laptop. That way I can see the chat. So I apologize for not having this done first, but let's see. Hold on, where it is. Not having this done first. There we go. Okay. Now I can go ahead and see. All right. Hi, everybody. Hey, Ken. Nice to see you. All right. So we've got a great show here tonight. Hi, Elizabeth. Nice to see you. I got your email. I can't remember if I replied or not. You have to understand, I'm doing like these 20-hour days right now. So I either replied or I thought I replied. So I'm going to check when we get done. All right. So what else to tell you? Dana. Hey, Dana. I got your question. Nice to see you. And Renee, got your question? Okay. Yep, exactly. So all the questions came in. Definitely. Hey, Kumar, nice to see you. We have a good show. Hey, Bibo, nice to see you. So what else? So let me come back over here. So what else to tell you? So a lot of exciting things going on. First of all, you will be the first to know here. Hey, Sherry, nice to see you. I got to share this with you guys because I'm actually really proud of it. So you guys know I'm a master manifestor. I tell you that all the time. And I teach the class on manifestation. And I was saying I wanted to try and get 100,000 subscribers by Christmas. Well, I got it the second week of January. I'll take it. So I was off by 2 weeks. Again, divine timing. So I got my plaque. This is my plaque from YouTube. You guys are the first to see it. This is my 100,000 subscribers. It says presented to Ancient Oak Psychic Arts for passing 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And we're continuing to grow. Last time I checked, we're up to 116,000. So thank you. I'm going to redo my office. You guys know I'm going to move. So that's part of why it looks the way it does. I don't want to buy a new bookcase and I don't want to buy new furniture. I'm actually selling stuff because I want to travel as light as I can because, you know, furniture always gets damaged in a move. So that's why my background looks the way it does, but I really want to put this up. So I might have to move some stuff around because what an accomplishment. I'm actually really proud of that, to have that happen in such a short period of time. Okay. I'm going to have to put this together another time, not on camera, but I wanted to show you guys that. I'm like really excited by that. I think it's really cool. So I hope you guys enjoy the videos. I so appreciate your feedback on the videos that I do, and then also when I go live. Thank you very much. It has been a reading for me on November 26th. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I don't remember you asking a question. So anyways, but we'll have to look into that. So I know the name, but I don't remember asking a question. So let's see what else to tell you. All right. So we have several people that submitted questions today. And Ava, nice to see you. All right. So here we go. If you don't know who I am, hey, Amanda, nice to see you. My name is Alison Wagner. I'm an intuitive empath, tarot reader, and psychic. I read and feel into the energies of the cards. And it kind of sounds familiar. I'm not sure. I have to recall that because I don't remember some things when I channel. Let's see what else to tell you. Okay, so so I want to tell you I've got a couple of sales going on right now too. In case you want to book a reading with me or any of the other services, it's for Aquarius season, which we're in right now, and for Valentine's Day. So those bookings are already going now because I know people want to get in advance. There are also couples that are booking. So I have that service. If you don't know that, that's also available. You can also go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. That's where you do the booking, and you can sign up for the free newsletter. The link is in the bottom of every single page. And you can also book personal readings, missing person consultations. The manifestation masterclass just ended last week. So congratulations to everybody that completed it and working towards your manifestation. Fantastic. Like I said, that one was mine. I was just 2 weeks off. It's divine timing. I have no control over time. So I'm really excited about that. And the online tarot masterclass will be sometime in the spring. It's going to be determined. Look for a sign up page. My web designer's putting that up there. So that should be coming soon. And also we're going to put one up for the manifestation masterclass to see how many people missed it and that they wanted to actually do it. By putting your name on the sign up sheet, it's not a commitment to pay for the class, but it's just to be let to know when the date is. That way, if you want to do it, that is the time, if you're really interested in it. So only serious people only. I also do one-on-one for intuition development, one-on-one tarot lessons, raise your vibration, manifestation. And what else to tell you? So you can also join the channel if you want. And that's a great way to go ahead and support the channel. I'm going to change the definitions on that. And you can have a complimentary question answered. So just a FYI, if you're a member or you become a member tonight, your name will go in here when we do the member shout out. And what that means is when we say, hey, are you here? Sign off in the chat. We have a little star next to your name, and then I'll make sure your name goes in here. I mix it up and I pull a name out, and this would be Sharon. So Sharon would get a free question tonight. Even if you already paid for a question, this is the only exception where you get that. So I'm going to keep that over here. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. What else to say? Oh, and I also do the dailies. All right, so here we go. At the end of tonight's show, I have a general reading. That's going to be for everybody that is here live, watching the replay, or whenever this video happens to find you. That's coming. And a special thank you again to all my subscribers. Oh my God, this has been an amazing journey. Thank you so much. You guys make the channel. And the people that comment all the time and the people that are hyping the videos, thank you. That really helps. It's been amazing. And the people that are showing up are fantastic. I mean, if there's trolls, we get rid of them. This is just a lovely community because there's troll bots, which is really weird. Okay, so here we go. General guideline for live tarot readings. One question per show. That way it doesn't become one person's personal reading. And then 2, no bad language or topics. Keep it family friendly for YouTube. It's a censorship platform. We all know that. I love YouTube, but it is a censorship platform. So just keep that in mind. If you have something off topic, book a personal reading and we'll go over it there. So you can submit your questions before or during the show and they will be answered live. Excuse me. And you can post your question through PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and Stripe, the $20 minimum, $30 minimum for Super Chat because YouTube takes a percentage. All right, then we have, let's see, I have a disclaimer and then we're going to get rolling. So disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a therapist and I do not give psychiatric, legal, financial, or medical advice. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I've got Ava here. Hey, Ava, nice to see you. All right, here we go. Hi, Alison. Love the Cancer readings. What does the universe want to tell me today? Okay, let's go ahead and find out. I hope you had your trip. I don't know if you've already had your trip or not. And let me come over here. I want to be able to see the chat. All right, here we go. Hey, Deborah, nice to see you. Thank you. All right, here we go. This is for Ava. What does the universe want to tell Ava? We have 9 of Swords, we have 7 of Swords, and we have the Ace of Cups. All right, we have 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and then we have the Ace of Cups. So I feel like the universe is telling you to not worry. I feel that you're stressing yourself out over a lot of anxiety. I think that there's a tremendous amount of pressure you're putting on yourself, that you're worrying a lot about something. Something's really preoccupying your mind. I think that this is the universe saying that this is about you being strategic, but it's also saying that there's a bigger picture. There's something going on behind your back, because this is the card of deception. So this kind of tells me that you know, while you're worrying and you're focused in one area, there's like a bigger picture. There's other moving pieces going on around you that you're not aware of. Whether they are, I mean, because it's deception, that would tell me that it's conspiring against you is kind of the feeling. The universe is telling you to have a new beginning in love. This is an so it's a gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning. And this is definitely coming from the heart, and it's radiating out a lot of energy. This is telling me that it's about you embracing a new beginning in love, to maybe stop worrying and knowing that there's something going on, whether it's going to be working against you. I feel that it is. I feel like there's something here that is that's conspiring behind the scenes. But the universe is saying, stay on point for this new beginning in love. Stop worrying about it and just start surrendering over to this and really embrace this newness that's coming in. Whether it's with a past person or a new person or a new, like really switching directions, whatever it is that's coming in for you, to embrace this newness. So this could be a new lease on life. This could be a new love of an activity, but it's doing something definitely from your heart. That's what the universe wants to tell you, is to stop worrying. And there is something going on behind your back. This card will not stop talking to me. So there's definitely something going on. And I think it could be gossip. Somebody is like planting seeds, I think, in somebody's head. It's like a manipulator. Something's going on behind the scenes. So that's what the universe wants to tell you today. Does that make sense? Hi, Lorraine. Nice to see you. All right. So let me, there's my screen moving. Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, and then that ace is right there. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, well, anyways, so here we go. Next question is going to be from Linda. And Linda has been asking a question every single time, just like Ava asks a question every single time. This is someone that has been one of my first clients, and she's been here on like every single live I've ever done. I used to go live 3 times a week. Now I'm down to just the one. So she says, hi, Alison, love your lives and Pisces video. What does the universe want to tell me today? Thank you, Linda. Okay, let's go ahead and go into it. All right. Here we go. We have 4 of Swords. We have the Sun card, and we have the 6 of Cups. 4 of Swords, Sun, and we have the 6 of Cups. So this is really saying that the universe is telling you to take a time out, to really get in touch with what it is that's moving you right now. I feel like this is kind of you going into this time of deepening. This is a nest, so it's kind of like you being in your home, being in a comfortable place, having safety and security, and really having some ability to, I feel like, really rest and recover. But it's really heart-based. So doing things that are loving and nourishing, have a cup of hot chocolate, sit by a fire, right? Read a book. Do something fun. If you like to cook, then do some cooking, but relaxing cooking, not stressful cooking, doing something because you want to and you've got time and leisure, not because you're under pressure and you have to. And then we've got the Sun card. This is the most positive card in the deck. This is really telling me that it's at this moment where you're really having this beautiful connection to Source. And I think that these two are together that way. This is you feeling together. You feel very comfortable, very loving, very secure, and that allows you to really open up. When you're rest and relaxed, this allows you to really come out and have this beautiful feeling of love and express yourself. And I feel that there's something that's coming through. You're getting ready to go on this new adventure. And with the 6 of Cups here, this is telling me that you're doing something, again, from your heart. This is such a heart-based reading. Now, this is swords, so it's thoughts, words, and ideas, but because in this particular deck, to me, there's heart on the string, and then we've got this connection to source, and then we've got this card, again, another connection. It's just continual connections. It's heart-based. This is telling me that this is going back to like a type of unconditional love that you're looking for in your life. This could be you having that with a pet. This could be you having that with a new partner in your life or with the current partner that you have. This is you having, though, that connection where it's such an open heart that it's you not having any negativity. It's like really positive and upbeat. So if you're looking for love right now, this is an excellent opportunity and energy that's around you. I mean, you cannot go wrong with this. This is total success that's coming in. I feel if you're in the right place at the right time, because to me, this is feeling like Wheel of Fortune energy. I think that you can meet someone if you're looking for them because you're just completely open. Wow, that's what the universe wants to tell you today. Linda, thank you for your question. All right. Let me go down here. All right. All right, so next question. This is from Renee. All right. So Renee. Yeah, lots of positive energy. Lots of positive energy. Okay, so here we go. We have, let's see. All right, so Renee, she writes, question, can I trust the employer's HR person to support my request to be moved to a different supervisor while maintaining my current salary? Current supervisor is toxic and caused a serious stress-related illness. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Let me put these cards away. All right. I'm going to get a different deck for that. All right. Can you trust the employer's HR person to support your request? Let's find out. All right, here we go. We have the Judgment card. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Knight of Swords. Let me show you the cards. We have the Judgment card, the Three of Cups, and we have the Knight of Swords. So this is really telling me that it's about you looking at the big picture. I feel that you can, but there's going to be some, not blowback, but there's definitely going to be some questions that are coming your way also. So I do feel that this is going to be one of those moments where it's going to be like, they're looking at all the information that's coming in. They're looking at everything that's gone on. I think they're really looking at the big picture. Can this HR person be trusted? I think so. I think it's bigger than them. I think I feel that it's not just the HR person. I think that there's people behind that HR person, whether or not it's other supervisors or other bosses like higher up from the HR person, but I do feel that there's more going on at play in the background around that. I do feel, though, that when we've got this card of celebration and rejoice, this kind of tells me that I think it's going to go in your favor, but it's not going to go like super smooth. And the only reason I say that is because I think that there's going to be a lot of information that's gathered, a lot of decisions made, because I feel that they don't want to step on somebody's toes. And that could be your current boss. It could be that maybe you're not the only one that wants to leave that boss, and then they have to deal with that particular person. Because there could be other fallout, there could be other ramifications and repercussions for this. So, but I do feel, because this card has shown up, that it's something to celebrate about. Now, we also have this card, the Knight of Swords, and he rushes in. He's looking for truth, answers, and clarity, uses logic and analysis. So before you go further on your life path, he's going to ask you to confront those things. So I do think that before you move on, there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to have to confront. And some of them might be uncomfortable. You know, they're going to look at everything, you know, good, bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. And I think that that's when they're going to make their decision. I do think if it doesn't go in your favor, I think that that kind of lets you know, like maybe it's time for a job transfer. And that could be part of what this is to celebrate, because then you know where you stand. you know, but I do feel though that they're really taking a good look at it. But there's a lot of people, this judgment card, there's 12 people. So I just feel like there's a lot of people behind that HR person that are involved in this. I don't think it's a small matter. I hope that answers your question, because that's the message that's coming through. So thank you, Renee, for your question. All right. You know, because then they have to look at him. And do they let him go, or, you know, or her? Was it a him? I don't know if it's a male or female. But would that supervisor then, I mean, would that person be let go, right? There's a lot to it. Yeah, they're there. So I just feel like, you know, I think it's a serious matter because you're dealing with people's employment, you know, whether it's yours or the supervisors, you know. And especially in this environment, I hope that goes well for you. Thank you for your question. All right, next question. This is from, let me turn my fan on. This is from Inga, and she writes, "Hi, Alison. Love the Taurus videos. You nail it every time. I booked a reading. Thank you." All right, Inga. Will I retire and find love in 2026? Okay, let's find out. Let's see what the energy of the cards say. All right. Will you retire and find love in 2026? We've got the Temperance card, we've got the Justice card, and we have the Three of Cups. I would say yes. So to me, this is really bringing it into balance. This is retirement and finding love. The Justice card tells me that you're really going about it in the right way, that you're really logical about it, that I really feel that it's going to happen at the same time and you're going to be really happy, because this is telling me that you're going to retire, and probably within that time frame. I think once you leave your job, that's when you find love. It's not going to happen at the same time, like while you're employed. I think that this is a new chapter, and you actually find that love once you've been released from this job. That's what this card is telling me. I think that this is one of those moments where you feel there's so much balance and harmony with these two cards. But this is telling me that you're in an excellent position to really meet the right person, because you're ready. You're ready to really embrace this next chapter in your life. And you're really doing it from a stable position where you're embracing your true authentic self. You have done all the work. You're really in this like leadership position, but it's a retirement position. So this is just telling me that, you know, I feel like you're going to go and get a volunteer job. I don't think you're able to sit still. I think that this might be you retiring, but this tells me though that you're just going to keep working. So maybe it's a hobby group, maybe it's a volunteer group, maybe become a member of the Orchid Society, and you are I don't know, maybe an organizer, and so you're doing a lot of work behind the scenes out of love. And so that's something that I feel is really coming through. I don't feel this is you just not doing anything, by the way. I do feel that you're going to be having a good time. And when you're out there in your element and showing your true colors, and you have that pressure of work lifted off of you once you retire, I feel like this is when you actually meet that special person. So yes, you will retire and find love in 2026. So congratulations. The cards are beautiful for that. Oh my God, how beautiful. Thank you. All right. I love it. Okay, so next question is from Jackie. And then Dana, you're next. I see your question. Let me just, before I get logged out again, let me just come over here and check. All right. Why are you doing a quick security check on me? Okay, this is PayPal yet again, playing games. Okay, so let's just do this. All right, so I'm checking Venmo. For those of you that don't know, Venmo is owned by PayPal also. Everyone says that they don't like PayPal, that they do Venmo, but it's the same thing. Just a FYI. All right. So let me see what I can do as a workaround for PayPal. Okay. All right, Sherry, I see a question that just came in from you. All right. Or I guess a few minutes ago. So here it says, hi, Allison. Hopefully you're doing well. My question for the universe is it a good time to invest in gold and silver this week and the rest of the month of February for all of us? Okay. As always, love watching the live chat, Sagittarius, and daily readings. Thank you, Alison. You're welcome, Sherry. Thank you. And thank you for being here and making this channel awesome. I'll tell you, the moderators are wonderful on this channel. I'm so grateful for them. So let's see, is this an excellent time to invest in gold and silver this week and the rest of the month of February? Was a small correction. Here we go. Is this a good time? We have the Justice card. We have the Six of Swords, and we have the Four of Pentacles. I think this is a good time to invest. I think that we're going to see it hold, and then I think it's going to go parabolic again. I think that we're getting ready to see things go up and down. If you look at, I think it was, if you look at, I forgot what country it was. I saw a brief thing of it where in the United States it dropped, but on a different market it still stayed high. So it just depends. I do think, though, that they're going to manipulate the market, but this is justice. To me, this is it coming back into balance. But I think it's coming back into balance as what the real price of silver should be. So this tells me that, yes, it's a really good time for you to buy it. We've got the Six of Swords here. This is going on to a calmer time. I think that if you buy it, I think that you're going to be very happy, especially when we're looking at gold and silver, depending on how much money people have to invest. You know, if you don't have a lot, buy the silver. If you have a lot, buy gold and silver. Just because gold has just gone parabolic. I think it was like 5,000 something last time I checked. And then silver was it over 100? Now it's down to 80, somewhere in there, 85. So depending on how much money you have, think about that as you're doing your investment. Maybe take some of your wins in cryptocurrency and buy precious metals, right? And spread it out and make sure you actually have physical possession of it because that's what you want. You don't want it on paper. You want that physicality of it. And again, I've said this before, check Costco. I have been watching Costco for the last couple of weeks. They have not had gold and silver on there. And then the one little tiny bar, not even, it's like a tiny bar, like 1 ounce bar of gold is on Costco, whereas before they had so much on there. I don't know what happened. I don't know if people bought it up, if they're reevaluating it. I'm not really sure. But the silver was phenomenally priced. If you bought it when I was talking about it in I think it was October, November, I think your money would have almost doubled. So anyways, great investment. I mean, it's not going to really lose its value. So this is telling me that to not hold, to actually go with the flow and buy. Now you can wait for it to come down a little bit more, but then it's going to go right back up. So really, it's one of those moments where you just want to buy in. It's not going to be a losing investment. It's not. You talk to a lot of people that were buying silver when it was $8 and $12 an ounce, and everybody was going, "Oh, that's so stupid. Why are you putting your money in precious metals?" And you hear that all the time. Well, this is why, because it's coming and it's something that you do over time and you hold on to it. So here we are, and it's going to go higher. Thank you for your question. I had to say that because I just see it when I look into it. And I think it's going to be amazing what we're going to see come up. Okay, the next question is from Jackie, and then Dana, it's your question. So Jackie writes, I'm going through a messy divorce. Will I receive the money promised to me in the prenup? Thanks, Jackie. Okay, let's find out. I'm going to get a different deck for that. Let's get this one. All right, so will you receive the money promised to you in the prenup? Okay. Let's do it again. All right, here we go. This is for Jackie. We have Five of Swords. We have the King of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. No, I don't think you will, but don't lose hope. We've got the Five of Swords, the King of Swords, and then the Ace of Pentacles. I think you're having a lot of obstacles. I think that your husband or soon-to-be ex-husband is fighting it, and he's really smart, and he's got a really smart legal team. I think that they are coming up with obstacles, loopholes, whatever it is they're going to do. They're coming up with some type of angle where you're not going to get it. However, we have an Ace of Pentacles, and this is finances. This is also relationships. So this card is telling me, and the hand is out holding the pentacle, that you're absolutely going to get something. And I think it's going to be big, but it's not exactly what you were promised in the prenup. So I don't know if you broke a certain understanding or something that was in the prenup, but this is telling me that there's some type of obstacle that's coming in around it. And it's really, he's outsmarting you, and so is his attorney. There was something in there where if you did something, or like, let's say you get a certain amount of money if you were married for 5 years, and then a larger amount if you're married for 10. There's something in there that I feel that you didn't live up to your part of it. And either you weren't aware of some loophole, or you didn't realize the timing. There's something about that, and that's going to be a major obstacle for you. So you will get something. You're not going to be left out in the cold, but you're not getting exactly what it is that you think you're getting. And it's going to be less, I can tell you that. But it's not bad. It's just not exactly what you're expecting. Does that make sense? That card just flew. This card is flying. So I just want to let you know that. So if they make an offer, by the way, because this card was just flying all over the place, that tells me that you need to take it, because it's going to jump. In other words, this card, because it was jumping like that, is telling me if they say, let's say they're going to say, we're going to give you $1 million and that's all you get, and you thought you were going to get 2 million, I would take it, because what this card is telling me is that if you don't take that first offer, then they're going to go down to like $500,000. They're not going to play, they're playing hardball. They're not going to go up and meet you. They're going to make it hell on earth for you. I think that they might try and drain you by taking you to court. There's something about that. This person's very, very intelligent, and they're strategic, and they're able to see several moves ahead, and they're able to outsmart you. So I think that they knew this going into it with the prenup. All right, Jackie, good luck. And that's what I have for you. Thank you for your question. All right. So before we go into Dana's question, I just want to say, I'm looking at the time. Let's do final call and a member shout out. So this is a great time, if you've got a question, to go ahead and submit it through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, or SuperChat. So you probably have about 10 more minutes, 15 at the most. So if you're interested, definitely go ahead and submit a question. Think about what it is that you want. If you don't know what to ask, you can just say something like, what does the universe want to tell me today? And as always, if you have had a question today and you want to do a follow-up, definitely go ahead and book a session with me. A lot of people do after the show, during the show, before the show. And what else? So member shout out. What does that mean? That means if you are a member, definitely go ahead and sign off in the chat, because the members, or the moderators will definitely see it. And I can go ahead, hey, Spring, nice to see you. And I can go ahead and put your name in the bowl and then pull the name out for you to have a free question answered. If you're not a member and you want to become one, now is the perfect time to do it. On the YouTube channel, go to the word join and go ahead and sign up. Any level, it doesn't matter. We'll see it show up and populate here in the chat, and I'll add your name in the bowl, and then this will be the start of it. All right. So this is going to be for Dana. All right, Dana, are you still in the chat? Okay, so I'm going to see, I don't see that, I know I'm talking fast, so I'll look over. So Dana writes, hello, Alison. My question for Spirit, should my husband and I do the work to keep our home, or should we sell it and move on? Thank you, Dana. Dana, if you're in the chat, are you asking about doing work as in fixing up the house? Okay, so should my husband and I do the work to keep our home, or should we sell it and move on? Okay. I just want to understand the question. I can answer it the way it is. I just, if I had a little detail on that, I could give you a little bit more. Okay, so let's find out. Oh no, let me see. Are you here? No, money-wise. Okay, great. Okay, so money-wise, let's see it. So we've got 3 of Swords, the World card, and we've got the 10 of Wands. So this tells me that it's for you to move on. So we've got 3 of Swords, we've got the World card, and the 10 of Wands. 10s are endings, and you see she's literally moving. So this card alone is telling me to move, but this tells me that it's not going to be a pleasant thing for you to keep that home. I think that it's very painful for both of you. So, you know, this is that card of loss, but it's also healing that loss. So I feel if you move, that heals that and takes away that pressure if you go and if you do a different route. And then we have the World card. This is you both walking through this portal. This is the 21. It's the last card of the Major Arcana. This is where one door closes and another one opens. This is the universe saying, walk through this next chapter of your life, do something different, leave that behind you. Literally, you're leaving that behind you. So that is easy and clear. Do you have any other questions for me while I'm looking at these cards? As like a follow-up, because this is just, to me, this is just clear cut. That's for you to move on, that's where your happiness lies. Yeah, I just want to show you again. Literally, you're moving, packing up your bags and not looking back. A 10 is an ending, and this is known as being, you know, kind of like you're taking on too many burdens and you're leaving it behind. And then once you free that up, you feel light and you're happy and you're starting a new chapter. Okay, Dana, I see your answer. Well, thank you for your question. All right, that's what the energy wants to tell you. All right, so let's see about everybody. Yep, exactly, new beginnings. New beginnings. It's such a great time for people to move and release that pressure, figure out what it is that you want to do. Everybody's doing it. I get people that are in readings doing it. I am going to be moving, not to relieve pressure, but just to get out of the heat and humidity of Florida. If you've been watching me, literally, I sit here with my fan on, off, because I can't handle it. I've been here for 8 years. I have given it the good college try, and it's not working for me. I got to go. Yep, it is. And you don't need that. You don't need that stress. No one does. Really. It puts too much pressure on you and on the heart, on the relationship. It's just enjoy your life, you know? All right. So for all the members, well, it's interesting to see the energy. Yep. And you'll know it on an intuitive level because you're already asking that question also. And so it's interesting. You already know you're starting to think about it. And that's usually a sign where it's probably a good time to move. But sometimes the energy could say, no, it is. Just bite the bullet, do the work, and watch you reap the rewards. But this is not saying that. This is saying move on. Absolutely. Exactly. It's lovely energy. All right. All right. So for members, I know we have... I always dig through all this. Okay. We have... So moderators, are there any members in the chat? I got to see your answers. Dana, are you a member? All right, Spring, I'm going to check it out in a minute. Dana, are you a member? I have Dana in here. Okay. All right. Spring is here. Sherry's here. Where is... There's Ava. Amanda. Where's Ken? There's Ken. Okay. Yep, Dana. Okay, good. Did I put her name in? I think because I didn't get a response. Okay. See, I don't see something next to her name. That's why I was asking. Okay, Dana's in. All right, anybody else? Thank you. Yeah, so Dana, please don't take it personally. I don't see anything next to your name. That's why I have to ask. YouTube is weird. Sometimes they show it, sometimes they don't. So I have to ask the moderators. Oops. Okay. And, okay. All right. Okay, so I guess that's it. There, now, see, now I see it. It's so weird. Now it's showing up. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a name because that's it. It's just it's the moderators. Okay, here we go. And it is Amanda. Amanda, you are the winner tonight. Let me show you. So Amanda, what would you like to ask tonight? Think about your question. While you're doing that, unless you know it really fast, I'm going to go ahead and ask someone else. Vivo, I thought you remember too. I guess not. I know, I so appreciate your response all the time on the dailies. I really do. Very cool. Okay. So Amanda, do you have a message from my sister Kimberly? Okay, let's go ahead and find out. All right, so this is for Amanda. Move this out of here. All right. All right, a message from your sister Kimberly. We've got Two of Pentacles. We've got Page of Swords and the Ten of Wands. All right, so let me show you the cards. We've got you manifested it in. We've got Two of Pentacles, we've got the Page of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. So we have, no, it's okay. It's God, please, no pressure at all. No pressure at all. So here we go. We've got the Two of Pentacles. So this is something saying that there's a back and forth going on right now. So she's got this message saying that there is a back and forth, that she is looking at it, but something about this back and forth that's going on. She's wanting you to do a tremendous amount of research. There's something that's coming in, because this is the detective in the tarot, this Page of Swords. This is you being incredibly curious, looking for clues and answers on something. And she is telling you to do that because there's some type of back and forth. It's almost like if somebody says one thing, you're having to do research to find it. Is it true? Or to come up with something and throw it back in their court. There's something that's a back and forth that's going on through an argument, through a discussion, through, I don't know. It's through something. There's some kind of back and forth that's going on. I can't quite put my finger on it. It might even be a legal matter, but there's like some type of back and forth, because I say legal matter because this is swords. So we're looking at thoughts, words, and ideas. So there could be a formal argumentation that's going on, and that's why you're being asked to do some research, do the groundwork on it. Because this is telling me, she's saying at the end of the day, walk away. While you're doing all this back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, there's coming a point where you just need to walk away. That it's almost too much for you is what's coming in. So this is really where you're carrying all those burdens, because it's a 10. That's an ending. It's a 10 of Wands. That means you're carrying on all those burdens, right? So the message that's coming through is when you feel that overwhelmed, this is for you now to do a type of triage approach. So you prioritize. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you have to do now? That's your priority. Take some other things, put them on the back burner, reassess your responsibilities. Are you doing too much? And are there things that you don't need to do? Do you need to delegate to other people, or just release them, or hand that responsibility back to other people if they've tasked you with something? There's something about this, about you taking on too much. Part of that is you getting grounded, stable, secure, be very balanced, but there's some type of back and forth going on. But at the end of the day, this is you really reassessing your responsibilities and being able to walk when it's too much. So that's just you saying, you know what, I'm not going to overload my system. I'm going to walk away from that. Maybe it's somebody else's responsibility. That's what's coming in from Kimberly. Does that make sense? Hi, Penelope. Nice to see you. That's funny. Yes, there are. Absolutely. Okay. You're welcome. Does that make sense? I hope that resonates with you. I'm just relaying the message. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you're watching and you're liking the show, please give me a thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe. I know, like a couple weeks ago, one of the live shows got 86,000 views. So I don't know if someone hyped it. I don't know what happened, but man, it took off. It was great. It was amazing, actually. All right. So let's go ahead and let's go on to Bill from Idaho. And he writes, hi, Allison. Love your Aquarius videos. I booked a birthday reading with you. Fantastic. I look forward to that. My dad died in 2017. Does he have a message for me? Thanks, Bill from Idaho. Okay, let's go ahead and see. All right. All right, so does your dad have a message for you? This is Bill from Idaho. We have 8 of Pentacles, we have 3 of Swords, and we have the 8 of Swords. Okay, so we have 8 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords. So your dad is telling you to have some self-mastery right now. He wants you to put the work into looking at yourself and to really start shifting some energy that's coming in. So he wants you, you're going to have to do that work. It's not going to happen for you. This is something that's going to come from your will and your determination. And this is you really putting the work into it, because when you do, you're going to be able to heal your heart. You're going to be able to heal this loss. I think you're still grieving the loss of your dad. And I think you're still grieving the loss of other people too. So I feel that there's a lot of pain in your life right now. He wants you to do the work to go through that healing process. So this could be you doing grief counseling. This could be you getting counseling or getting some type of help that will allow you to shift that energy. You know, the thing with our society is that we're not really taught how to grieve. And a lot of times people get stuck. And that shift, if you have some tools that somebody can give you that helps you make that shift in energy and come to terms with things, because we all grieve in our own way, and that will allow you to facilitate that healing process and to move on. That is part of the human experience. We all are born, we live our lives, we die, and we experience the death of our loved ones, of our pets, and everything else. And so it is a process that everybody goes through, and sometimes we get stuck. And what I'm feeling is that he wants you to put the work in to make that shift. He wants you to heal your heart, and he wants you to not feel trapped in grief, because these 2 cards are telling me that you are definitely trapped in grief. This is a self-imposed restriction. If you do the work, you can get yourself out of that situation, but you have to want to. Because there comes a point when sometimes people stay in that deep, dark depression. And that's a hard hole to climb out of. You can absolutely do it, and you can do that work to do it. But if you can, shift as soon as you possibly can. Get help as soon as you can. It says your dad died in 2017. So it's a good time. That's 9 years. So it's a good opportunity for you to really reach out and make that shift. Because I just feel that you have such a tremendous amount of pain. There might even be some self-medication involved. And when you see this you feeling trapped and miserable, there's a way out. And it's you doing the work. Look at the rainbow energy is right there for you. You're looking over at this, but the rainbow, everything is around you. So it's also shifting your focus. I feel that a lot of beautiful things are coming your way. They're waiting for you. They're right around you. It's just you going through that process and doing the release. I hope that makes sense. Thank you, Bill from Idaho. I appreciate your question. All right. So again, final call. I'm going to go ahead and check over here. Spring, I know you said that you sent a question. Let me come over here and check. All right. It says Tuesday. That's why I thought you were writing your question in. All right. So Spring, what's your question? If you've already typed it in, I have no idea what it is because I'm working over here. I can't read the whole chat. That's why the moderators are so awesome. They help out so much. So go ahead and type your question in again. All right, let me go ahead and do this. All right. And let me check in on PayPal really quick. Oh, hold on. You know what? You can submit that question if you want. Okay, sent an email. Okay, thanks, Spring. Let me go over here. Okay. Hi, I'm interviewing for a job tomorrow and had an interview on Monday. Is there anything I can know about which job I might get offered? Okay, wait. Is there anything I can know about which job I might be offered? Okay. Wait, I'm interviewing for a job tomorrow and had an interview on Monday. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's see. I hope you get both. Then it's up to you to decide which one you want. Let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. All right. What's going on with the job? We have King of Pentacles. We have the Strength card and the Two of Wands. You know what? I think you're going to get both. And I already felt that. So we've got the King of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Two of Wands. I say that because the two showed up. And I think it's up to you choosing which one you want to go, what direction you want to go in, right? So this is you looking out to the world. You've got your VW bus here. What direction do you want to go in? Everything is before you. To me, this is you owning it. You're planning and preparing for your future. You're very strong, courageous, and very powerful in what your resume is and what you bring to the table. And I think anybody is going to want that. This, to me, is a king. So it's you really in an excellent position. I think that you're like I don't know, I'm just going to say this. I think you might be one of the top people in your field, at your level, your profession. And I think people see that. And I think you can live very comfortably doing this. And I think that you can expect a job offer, I would say, from both. So I'm not really going to say it's one or the other. This is telling me that really you're in a power position. This is your strength and courage. And I think that it's you really just standing tall. I think it's up to you to choose which one you actually want. I'm going to pull a third card, or a oracle card. I don't do this very often, but I feel I want to do this. I love this deck. I just want to see something. Such a big deck. I have to do it sideways. All right, just for fun. Beaver spirit, lay a solid foundation. I just think that they see you as being really solid and a worker. I just don't see you having an issue getting a job at all. I mean, I just don't. So I would be prepared for a job offer from both and figuring out, which job you want to take. I love it. Thank you, Spring, for your question. I don't think there's anything you need to know. I just think that it's you being secure in yourself. I think that you're in an excellent position. Look how confident he is. And this is the Strength card. Lots of confidence. I love it. You have to let us know. Okay. And let me go back. Let me bounce back over here. All right, so I'm just going to double check PayPal. So I don't see PayPal is asking for a security check, and I'm filming on my phone, so I can't really do it. Let's see if it'll let me go back. All right, so let me log in again. Let me back all the way out and see what happens. See, I don't know why it plays a game with me. All right, so the next question is going to be from Carol. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're doing pretty good on time. Okay, so the next question is from Carol, and she writes, Carol from Newport Beach, actually. She writes, hi, Allison. Thank you for your Libra and Capricorn videos. What message does Spirit have for me today? Thanks, Carol from Newport Beach. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. What does the universe want to tell you today? All right. Ace of Wands, the Empress, and the Knight of Swords. All right, we have Ace of Wands, the Empress, and the Knight of Swords. So this is literally out with the old, in with the new, and a passionate new beginning. So this is what the universe wants to tell you today. Release what no longer serves you and embrace what you are passionate about and have a new beginning towards it. If it's something that you're doing that you love right now, come at it with fresh eyes, a fresh heart. Find the beauty in doing something that you've been doing for a long time. If it's some new direction, this is you embracing it. But this is you really going forward with a lot of passion. I feel that it's beautiful because the Empress is here. If you're looking to create something new in your life, now is the time. It's lining up for you. New beginning for you to live your idealized life. Choosing it from your inner beauty, your inner heart, your soul. She's all four queens put together. So, you know, I know you're a woman, but even if you were a man, it doesn't matter. This is the energy of the card. Right? Because I know sometimes people go, well, no, I want a king. You know, I've been hearing that recently. So I just want to say, it doesn't matter. It's the energy of what that card represents. This is you giving birth to something. I think, you know, again, even if you've done something like, let's say you're an expert at something, you've done it for 20 years. This is you loving it and still having passion towards it, or refreshing it and making it new and exciting. Like, let's say you did catering, and you've been doing the same old thing for, let's say, 20 years, and now you want to do a certain twist to it. And now it's fun and exciting again for you. It's doing like little tweaks like that that make it fun. Could be, I mean, when if you do catering and you've been doing, you know, let's say blue tablecloths, and suddenly you're changing it to white or red or something like that. And now it's fun and exciting because you're doing something different. You're looking at different decor, whatever it is, you're doing something different. Then we have the last card, the Knight of Swords. This is one of those moments where you're really looking to make something happen fast. And that's what's coming in. To me, these are really fast moving cards. Whatever it is that you want to do, that you want to create, it's about you doing it fast. So there's something about speed here for you, that you are meant to do it now. So that's no procrastination. That's you not waiting till the end of the year to do something. It's happening now. That tells me that the energy is lining up for you right now. Beautiful energy. It just kind of tells me that you can really do whatever it is that you want to do as long as it's from your heart. That whatever you focus on, it's going to come into fruition. Beautiful energy. Thank you, Carol from Newport Beach. All right. Next message is from Margie from New Mexico. And she writes, hello, Allison. Does my son have a message for me? He died in 2020 playing soccer. Thanks, Margie from New Mexico. Sorry for your loss. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay. Okay. And I think I have one question after this right now. Okay, so no more questions. The final call is already cut off. Okay, so here we go. And then I'll do the general energy reading. All right. Oops. All right, let me get a different deck. That one wanted to stick. Let's get something different. Let's get this one. That just tells me that a different message is coming through. Well, that deck wanted to stick. Okay, so does my son have a message for me? Let's find out. We have the Hermit. Oh, I just got chills. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Cups. Okay. So we have the Hermit. We have the Queen of Pentacles, sorry. And then we have the Nine of Cups. So this is really telling me that he is telling you to go out, that you're being a hermit, that you're kind of being a shut-in, that ever since he passed away, this is you just staying inside, being closed off, really just kind of going within, really, but not being out in the general population. So he's telling you to go out and make friends and to really, I feel like he's telling you to invest in these relationships. I think he's telling you to shift through that process. And this is something that I've been seeing a lot recently. This Queen of Pentacles is planning and preparing for the future. He wants you to think about your future. I feel like he doesn't want to see you alone, and he wants to see you happy. So there's something about you having a good, hard look at yourself right now and really seeing what's really going on based in reality, because she's grounded, stable, secure. She is based in reality. She's in this earthly realm. And then this is Virgo energy. I tease you guys all the time. That's what I am. This is going deep. This is going within. You might even be having dark nights of the soul, especially if your son's passed away. I mean, how horrible. So this is one of those moments where he's asking you to really think about your future and what it is that you want to do. And he wants you to be happy. This is a wish fulfilled. This is the Nine of Cups. He wants you to be happy and to stop grieving all the time and mourning him. This is something where he wants you to be able to shift that energy. If you see the cards, how it's lined up on my table, is that the Queen is looking at this. He wants you to see what makes you happy. He wants you to have a wish and fulfill it. The next is the Ten of Cups, which is happy, joyful family. He wants to see you happy. It's shifting and going through this grieving process, as hard as that is. This is your son. But he wants you to see this. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. He wants you to see the shift come in where you're still able to have that strength and that inner courage to rise up and enjoy life and embrace life. That means you need to surround yourself, I'm getting, with a lot of supportive people that are authentic and real. People that are going to be there for you when you need them, because I'm getting that you're really spending a lot of time alone. This is you picking up the phone and reaching out to your friends that maybe you had before he passed away, and family also before he passed away, and start strengthening those relationships again and creating new ones, because that will help you shift, is what I'm getting. That it's one of those moments. Now, these are not negative cards. These are positive cards, but this is what he's seen. He's seen you spending a lot of alone time, and he wants to see you happy. So I'm looking at the date. You said he died in 2020. So it's been, let's say 6 years, 5 or 6 years, depending on when he passed away, what month. So he's really seeing it from the other side, and he wants to see you shift at this point. That's what's coming in. Oh, Margie, thank you for your question. I'm sorry for your loss. Okay, so, and I just want to say a disclaimer too. I am not a therapist, okay? So I just want to say that I do not give that kind of advice, but I'm telling you what the energies are. All right, so here's the last question for tonight. I think it is, oh no, I have two more. Sorry, I have two more. I just didn't see that one come in. Okay, so this says, this is from Ricardo in Dallas, and he writes, "Hi, Alison, love your live shows and your Virgo videos. I booked a 2026 reading. Will I find love this year? Love you, Ricardo from Dallas." Okay, let's go ahead and do that. I love you too, Ricardo. It's going to be fun to see you again. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is for Ricardo. Will you find love this year, Ricardo? Oh my God. 10 of Cups, you absolutely will. Are you kidding? And it's going to be phenomenal. Let me get the other cards. Two of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Fuck. Oh my God. 10 of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Are you kidding? Luck and right timing for you to meet the love of your life. This is happy, joyful family. So whoever this person is exactly what it is you're looking for. This is your wish fulfilled. This is you having this up in the ether, reaching up to your cup, whatever it is that you want, making it real. You're manifesting what it is that you want in, who you want in, the type of relationship. Power couple. You want a traditional marriage where you've got the stay-at-home mom, the dad, bunch of kids, whatever it is you want. Or maybe you're older, right? And maybe it's just two retirees getting together and having this beautiful, loving companionship relationship, true love, right? Whatever it is. This is so beautiful. This is you getting exactly what it is that you want. With the Wheel of Fortune, are you kidding? Luck and right timing, being in the right place at the right time, meeting the right person. Yes, yes, yes. With the Two of Pentacles, this is you being grounded, stable, secure. I think what's coming in for you, I think you're going to have a lot of women throwing themselves at you for whatever reason. And this is you being grounded about it. This is you not falling for something that isn't resonating with you. For example, let's say you know what it is that you want, but you have a lot of women coming at you. This is you holding out for the type of relationship that you want. I think that you have a lot of choices, and this is you making the right one for yourself. I don't see you wanting to go down the wrong path. I'm just saying, because I think that I think that some people would be tempted. I don't think you're tempted. I think that you're like done with anything that might be taking you. I'm being nice about it. That might be taking you in the wrong direction, because this is really telling me that you're going to be choosing the right relationship. Oh my God, it's totally lined up for you. Okay, Ricardo, that was so clear. I love it. All right, thank you for your question. Next one is from Greg in Idaho, and this is the last one, and then I'm going to do the collective reading. And he says, this is from Greg. So he says, hi, Alison, I love your videos. Thank you. Flattery gets you everywhere. What does Spirit want to tell me about my financial situation? Greg from Idaho. Okay, let's go ahead and find out. Again, this is the last question for tonight. So what does the universe want to tell Greg about his financial situation from Idaho? Here we go. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. Well, I'll tell you, you've got some obstacles coming in. We've got the Five of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. So this tells me that you have a rough road ahead of you. I'm getting that you have a lot of obstacles. I feel like it's about you really looking at your budget. This is about you planning and preparing for the future, because we also have the Queen of Pentacles here. She's the Queen of Finances. So this is one of those moments where you really want to take a good hard look. Make sure your budget matches what's coming in. And if it's not, then this is you reevaluating. Maybe this is you getting a second job or a side hustle or doing something, if that's what it is, because this is telling me that I think you're going to be in the negative. Again, this one plans and prepares for the future. So this is about you being able to look ahead. So not just about the immediate. I'm just going to say it's almost like, you know, maybe you lost your job and now it's kind of like a reevaluation of your finances, or maybe now your rent's gone up and something else happened, or if you're living paycheck to paycheck, and it's one of those moments where the obstacles have come in and now you have to reassess, get a roommate, move in with family. There's something that needs to take place, a shift, a big shift needs to come in for you, because we also have the Seven of Swords. And this is a card about deception. So it could be that, you know, because we're looking at your finances, maybe you think that your monthly budget, let's just say, is $5,000, and really you have unforeseen expenses come in and it's pushing it to $8,000, right? Or, you know, whatever your budget is. I'm just saying that there's something that's hidden that's going to come back and get you. This is one of those moments where there's something that is waiting, that is unseen, it hasn't presented yet, or You think it's one thing and it's going to be another. You know, it's one of those moments where you think everything's good, the car dies, you get in an accident, and now you've got this new big payment. Or, you know, I'm in Florida, a hurricane comes through, the insurance company doesn't come through, and now what are you going to do, right? So it could be a lot of different things, but this is telling me though that there is something that is coming your way that's not good that you can't see yet. So it's one of those moments where if you're living paycheck to paycheck, get that other job and start saving the money, not spending it on a new bill. There's something that's telling me you want to make sure you've got enough savings coming in because something is coming your way. Again, I mean, if you can, I'm just kind of getting, you know, if you can move in with family for a while, that would really help you to save up that money instead of it bleeding out. I hope that helps you, Greg. All right, thank you for your question. All right, so that's going to be it for tonight. So I'm going to go ahead now and do the general energy reading for everybody, the collective reading. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the universe wants to tell everybody today. Again, for anybody watching, if you would like to book a reading with me, you can definitely go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. Link is in the description below, and we can go further into anything that we went over today. All right, here we go. What does the universe want to tell everybody today? We have 3 of Swords, we have 4 of Swords, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. All right, 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. So this is a card about loss and healing. So it's swords, right? It's not cups. So swords, thoughts, words, and ideas versus cups, which is going to be your emotions and love, your intuition, your connection to source, the subconscious mind. We're looking at the conscious mind. We're looking at your thoughts. These are maybe some painful memories, childhood trauma, any type of trauma, PTSD that's coming in. This is that time where it's an excellent opportunity for you to heal yourself, pull a sword out and heal that wound. You can go sword by sword, but it's an excellent time for healing. That's what's coming in. Take that time to rest, relax, and recover. Really have that downtime, you know, and especially if you're doing some healing, you might need that alone time. You might need to just sleep. You know, a lot of times when you're healing, you need a lot of sleep that comes in because it's intense. You're processing those deep emotions, and that's okay. Give your body that rest. Let it heal, let it process, and then watch how you come out on the other side. You know, you feel more revitalized, you feel more at peace because you're going through that grieving process and you're letting stuff go. In this case, you're releasing, let's say it's a childhood trauma. This memory keeps coming up, and now you're able to make it so it's not emotionally charged. You know, the memory's not going to go away, but it's not triggering you. That's a beautiful thing that's coming in, and now you can rest and relax, right? It's luck and right timing. This is an excellent time. For whatever reason, the universe is lining up time-wise, and this is a great time for people to heal themselves. This is luck and right timing, being in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, which is looking at your wounds and healing them, not letting them have control over you, not being a trigger, right? Wow, what a beautiful healing message that's coming in for everybody this week. Well, that's what I have for you for today. If you could, as always, please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And I want to say thank you to everybody that's hyping the channel too. That is wonderful. It's really helped it out. I appreciate it. And what else to tell you? Again, if you want to, go ahead and you can go ahead. I just saw something held for review. You can go ahead and book a reading with me. Check out the daily readings that we do, Tarot Tuesday, and then all the Zodiac readings. Thank you, Bebo. I have to say that. They want you to check PayPal again. Missed a question. I didn't see any when I looked. They must have submitted it after final call. Why is this not coming up? Hold on. Let's see. Nope, I don't see a new question that came in. Let's see. Hold on. Elizabeth, hold on. Oh, it's $20 US. Just to let you know. Okay. Oh, so see, that came in after final call. Okay, so Elizabeth, let me go ahead and answer this. Does Bruce have a message for you? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, so this will be the bonus question for tonight. Okay. Excuse me. All right, Elizabeth, here we go. So, does Bruce have a message for you? All right, here we go. We have the Six of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, we have Six of Swords, Knight of Swords, and then the Four of Pentacles. So this is just saying that I feel like he's wanting you to go on to a calmer time. To me, this is about you possibly even relocating. I do feel like there's some movement that's coming in because this is about you leaving trouble behind and going on to calmer shores. I just feel like this is the card of travel and relocation. There's some movement coming in, and he is saying absolutely travel, move, relocate. That is something that he sees you coming in for you. I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to get the words out. We have the Knight of Swords. So this is someone where he's asking you to be very analytical. He is basically wanting you to really look at everything and look at it quickly. This is not something that you need to ponder and think about for long periods of time. This is kind of something where you're able to look at it and assess it in a very quick manner. I feel that what he's asking you to do is to look at the truth of the matter. And then he's asking you to look at finances. So this is about looking at your financial background and really, I feel like he's asking you to flow financially, if that makes sense. He's wanting you to flow financially. So there's something about that, which is interesting because we do have, again, that water here. There's something about him wanting this flow for you financially. So that's either getting in the flow of something, attracting abundance, because when you're in that flow, that mind, body, soul connection, you are in that flow and that attracts abundance, but there's something about you being in the flow. He doesn't want you to like hold on and be very controlling or to not do things for yourself. He wants you to be in a flow. So that's a message that's coming in. I hope that makes sense. Let me see. And then let's see what else. And then I just feel like there's something about this travel and relocation. So I hope that makes sense. But he really wants you to look at things. I'm just going to read your response. Sounds just like him. He really wants you to look at things and really see it for what it is. And I think he's asking you to look at the finances, because on my table, it says like this. He's looking at the finances. He wants you to kind of go with the flow. Did I miss a reading? I don't know. I didn't see it. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, I will let you guys do that in the chat. And so, yeah, I feel like some good things are coming in. It's not negative, Elizabeth. I just want to say that. He's just wanting you to take a good, hard look at it. But I think there's some travel that's coming. Beautiful. All right, that's what Bruce has to say. All right, thank you for your question. Sorry about that. Yeah, we did final call, so I just didn't go back and look. Okay, so what else? I think that's it. All right, everybody. Well, happy birthday to all the Aquarians out there. And this is Alison, last page reading. What? Yep, that's it. So if you want to submit a question, you can do it for next week. And you can submit in advance through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, and Cash App, or you can do it live through any of those, plus SuperChat. And yeah, that's up to you. So people do both. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now. Thank you, moderators, for being here. And 100,000 subscribers and growing. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I love it. And I'm getting a second camera. I'm getting a phone because I film on my phone. I'm getting a second phone. I know I've been saying that for a while, but I was trying to do it with a video. Anyways, it's been a drama. Getting the phone tomorrow. So sending you lots of love. Bye.